Okay, so it's the weekend and I'm gonna do a video here for you. I'm excited because I got a lot for you. Got a lot of information. I want to give it out to you, you know. And I get all excited, you know. So I talk to my the the higher conscious, and I always, you know, I'm in touch with them all the time. But I'm talking to them like, oh yes, let me give this to my people. Let me hurry up. I got this for my people. I got this. Let me give it to my people. So I'm really excited today. How's everyone doing with the videos? I hope you're enjoying them. I wanted to burn some sage because it smells delicious, and I love the smell of sage. I got my double pair on today, dark, my shades. They're for to correct the eyesight, though. That's what they made to do. But you know, I don't wear them enough to do what I'm supposed to do with them because I probably should wear them more often because I paid enough for them to do what I bought them for. You know, so they are made to correct the eyesight. And today my eyes are kind of I don't know. Dragging or something because I'm still between tired and not tired, so getting up, you know. This, I don't know, it's like afternoon, I think. Well, I don't know, it's gonna be around 11 or something right now, around 12, 11. Not too bad. So here we go. It's a lot for you today to take in because I kind of want to hit a kind of few places so that you can get a lot of information. And some of it, I wanted to walk through it with you because some way it's being said, you know, and I kind of elaborate on it to open it up for you so you can receive it more, you know. Let me get some scissors here. Hold on, let me see. Well, I'm about to take it loose now here. I got help, believe me. They are assisting me all the time, even when I'm not asking them to do it, but they know I really appreciate it, you know. So they assist me in many things. And pretty much when you learn to walk with those higher conscious of what it is to be walking in higher conscious and rather than low conscious or the conscious that is in programmable, you are not operating totally alone in your own conscious. You're not really fully consciously operating yourself, your everything, but you're more conscious of the operation that is being taken place than you would be if you're walking in the low conscious, okay, or the program conscious. That's the difference, because what's taking place in the higher conscious is that it's a collective conscious going on here, okay? And in the higher conscious, and in the lower conscious is too. But in the lower conscious is to keep you in the lower conscious as to just continue to be in darkness, and then as you continue to be in darkness, you continue to be in darkness. You know what I'm saying? Same as in the light of yourself. If you continue to be in the light, then you're going to continue to be in the light. You're not going to, and you grow more light, okay? You grow in the light. Because what? Because you became a light shade plant, you know? Pardon me. Anyway, never mind it. I had dropped some down on the floor. But so anyway, you're a light plant, and a plant that's a light plant grows in the light. They don't grow in the dark. There's only a few plants that's called shade plants, and they grow in the dark. Plants grows in the sunlight, though. The truth of the matter, the most plants do. You do find some plants that don't grow in the sunlight, but those they call shade plants, and it's not very few of them that grow. Tomatoes is one, I know for sure. I'm not quite sure, but the other few, but it's maybe 2 to 3. I don't know, but there is not many shade plants that grows shade, and then that grows only in the dark. Some it's more shade plants that grows only in shade, or they're more shaded plants. You can grow them in the shade and or in the sun, I think, but some of them are just for the shade. You can grow those guys in the shade. There's a little more than the dark plants. It's only dark, like the tomato. It only grows in the dark. Now listen. A tomato is red, right? And it represents a lot of things because it's red. Consider. But also consider all things that is good is also not good. All things that is not good is also good, and whatever you want to, have when you want to classify it. It's up to you. But so, there is something to the plant that is growing in the dark, which is a tomato, and that it is red, and that it has a lot of realities that you can plant to it or post to it or analyze it on to, okay? Because it's a red plant, it's a dark, and it grows in the dark, and and it is and it has its energies that it operates in, whether it's dark, light, both, okay? Yet it is tomato, so that is a plant to be analyzed in many different ways, because the anatomy, which is very stupid to the earthly and programmed mind, the mind that is in only subconscious and not consciously, things that is about the body, the anatomy, and anything that deals with that part is unknown to the program mind, and is not interested to the program mind, because it is not meant to. It is meant for you to walk in a slave mentality, a dumbed down mentality, a mentality that doesn't think for itself, a mentality that does not do what it wants to do, but do what others has programmed it to do. That's the way you've been built. Okay? So here is the day that me and many other me's out here is wanting to give you the thought information, the thought pattern, the thought map, the map to give you thinking power, and know that it is not as it seems and as it is, but not as it seems and as it is. So don't be an ism. Look at some isms too. It's a lot of isms as it is and isms. Okay, so know the category, know the illusion, know the factories of the isms. When we walk around here, I heard this in one time of another, but the example that I seen makes the difference. And I'm gonna get my phone here. That the example that I seen here was it is a family of Chinese that owned a restaurant in a small town, whatever, and they had grandchildren that was still in Asia, and yet they were mixed Asia and American family, okay, from what I could tell. But when the kids would come be in this country with the family, those kids was living over here a long time, for years, because the parents wasn't really working things out, okay? And so then the kids and the parent and the mother come this way. But now these kids were in school, but here's the key. When those kids got out of school, I did not see them go and play. Now I am not against kids playing, because I'm for them to play, because I really don't believe kids are supposed to grow up and just to too far and too fast and too well. However, they are not kids. And they never have been. They are other souls that has been here and went out and wait for another turn to come in and fix shit. That's the key. So you may have an old soul, you may have an in-between young soul, it just depends. Nowadays, you do have the ones coming is very old souls, extremely old. They came here to teach the parents. So these are very rare. But the ones that has been coming through has not just been kids, they've been other souls. Growing up, knowing how to, see reality as you supposed to see it. But because of the stupidity of putting down on a being, a sentient being who came in to experience life as it is and to grow and to flourish and to live and be lived and manifest their world to become their world, it was interference, okay? So the interference of the thinking of your mind, of your own conscious, of your own well-being has been put in a box, and you haven't been able to do that for many years. But I was saying this for these kids, they didn't play, they didn't let them play. I've never seen them play, but they may have, but maybe weekends or some other times, I'm not sure. They didn't, but I never seen them play. All I seen them do was do schoolwork, which was ugly, and then after that they worked in the restaurant. Even when they were little, they had to be old enough to handle things. But from that point on, they grew up in that restaurant, and they grew up to own restaurants and know what it is all about. Now I'm not against it because I like the method, yet there has to be a balance somewhere. And so we'll say school was the biggest weight that could have been just thrown in the garbage, because we all know that school is a spool, what we would consider a spool or shoe, okay? And we consider what that is, and then once you look it up and do a lot of research that you need to do, you'll find out what it's all built for, okay? And it's not made in the knowledge and the keeping you in the smartness of your true self and bring you open to the awakening of the being that you are, but it just make you go around like the dumbifying mind, okay? And that's what it's made for. So know what you know and don't know what you don't know, but find out what you need to know, okay? Because there should never be any types of secrets nowhere in the life of living. Because who are you living in, and where and in what shades are you perfecting here? The light is all light, and it's bright, and it is real, and it shines in and through and out to the good. So there's no hidden, because it can't. How dare it hide in the light? It's where it has merged all into its complete wholeness of itself now. So now there is no lack of information, but all information is in fullness of its light of itself, okay? That's a lot I just gave you. Let's do some music. And I have a lot of videos I want to give to you. Yeah, I really do. And I hope you get excited on, because some things is really important that I'm going to give you that you really need to know. It's information that I want you to have, and you decide on what you want to deal with it, do with it, however. It just matters to me. I just want to give it to you because it is said for me to let you see and let you hear and let you know. That's just what it is given to me. So here it is, right? Okay. But let's do some extra music or something. And get my phone. I have it on charge here. I still wanted to say who I am. I'm the Cosmos Bitch here on the planet. I represent the cosmos. And yes, I do. And they're my family. I love them so much. They are exciting. They're the best and energy to evolve in. If you don't evolve in the wholeness of the collective light, then there you're not evolving, okay? Because it's just the way it works. I give it to you like it is. You know, it's called learning to be a spiritual being, not a physical one, not a materialist one, not a man one, but a spirit one. And becoming you higher in consciousness, wholeness of this being, the me. Not the self, but the me. It's the me, which is extremely important to become the me. Because when you're the me, you're the menu. Yeah, and you can menu and off your own menus, and then on the big menu, there's a lot more to pick and choose off of the menu. So yeah, so I represent them there as well as I do here, because I am the mother, Queen Isis. I don't like to use the I, because the I is the trick of the devil. Who's the devil? Now you just tell me who it is. But it's the am and the me, and the am me. I'm me, and that's who I, me, am. Okay, so that's a lot to give to you. But it's no hidden, any things is hidden. It's going to be turned out to the light either way you want to look at it. It's just what it is. Now it is time to wake up. What was his name? Jack Nicholson's wake up time, you know. So it is wake up time. Time to come alive. Come out of the darkness of you and come into the light. Dude, those people on the shows be in the dark, they be in the here I get phone calls and text messages and everything all over the place. Who the world know? Thanks for your whatever, I don't even know what that means. Yeah. And now I have it on silent, right? Because I didn't want people to call. Yeah, because what happened is I have it on, this thing have a focus, what it's called, do not disturb, and the sage is making it look kind of shady, but I do not disturb it, and it don't even work. So I'm like, that's not cool. So the only way I can get it to work the way I want it to work, I just put it on silence and that way. So yeah, and I want to do great shout out to the YouTube families that is always lifting the light of the energies up and going with the flow and just being on the cheerful cheer line, on the great wonderful of all, you know, and riding with the, you know, with the energies of the frequency, and then just doing their greatness of part to bring this all in. You know, here we are, all working together. Yeah. Okay, so did you call back or something? Whatever. Okay, so let's do some music. Yeah. Wait, let me put it on the speaker here. I always totally forget that after I then turn it off, because I go on and off when I'm working with the videos and the music. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh. So here we go. So yeah, because I do the videos and music both on the same equipment here. So that's what McAvett. I love him. Let me do some air on this window, please. Michael is a legend. Know that he is. He's a legend, and he go through his whole life in the pleasures of living in happy pleasure, happy times, good times, all that kind of crazy stuff that you want to call it to be. I say not, because he really didn't. I was looking for my towel here. 1 second. So, Michael Jackson, and I won't say his whole family, though I have not did any complete research, because I just go with what I have in memory, that they all went through some suffering, and some great suffering, happened, due to a lot of the same Maloney, Galoni Lani, Ali Gadonani, whatever you want to name it, that happened to many that has been on this planet over time and over past times and times again. And then we come through back in another time, another child, and grow up and forget what you did on the next life, and you start over again and again. Or you end up being just, if you're in any place where it is of a value to the ones who have a control, or who was in the control of the mechanism of running your life and being your master over your body and programming you to get you to live for their Gutakalinuki, Lukala, yeah, what they want you to be, for who? I can say we all connected, and we are. It's a big round circle of conscious. You're all in it, and we're everyone soup, ocean. And you can dish out a couple and separate. You call yourself separated, but you're never separated, because you cannot be. You're whole. You're whole. There is no separation of being whole. You put the soup over here and over there, but is it still soup? Yes. Where did you get it from? Right there. The pot. The source. It came out of the source. Source of what? All conscious and energy. That is. That source. Every particle, every place, every thought is that. However, thoughts form and become that of it itself, of it is, and that of many. But yet, thoughts also collect and connect to other thoughts and take on other energies. And there goes a windmill, and sometime when that happens. So you're going to look at the fact that everything that you consider to be what it looks to be and appear to be here on this time here, it is not only has it happened here, but it has happened in higher consciousness than just in these conscious. But because of the conscious of the mind, of the thought that is thinking of those thoughts, is considering a separation of itself from the source of all, will take on a way to act in those thoughts and then bring that into a full manifestation to how it wants to see things be. And that's the devil. And I just described it for you. Working on your conscious thoughts of these programs of when we genetically dismantle you and bring you to the way that I want you to walk in program and think in program that my program has programmed you to be in. This is the genetically of what has taken place at one time of another. But in the times of that, many other times has come through and walked through and passed through, and now you're in the end of the day of those times where this is going to be an evolution of change completely. And so you're gonna be in take on a form of thinking that is absolutely, totally, absolutely not the way that you have always been thinking. Because then you're out of the program. You break free from subconsciously using thoughts as program all the time. They're used to keep you in lies and deception and manipulation, brought down in the low man-like self and just living in an energy that is in gross damn hell. You name it, it is there. Because consider us, say everything feeds off of all energy is energy, and those that's in darkness want to eat off of energy as well. Especially if you got light. They can't come to the light. Why? Because they don't have the thoughts and the mind and the heart to go in there. But if they can keep you and feed them, they can feel something better than they always feel. They're suffering of the lousy, low-life world. But they eat off of your energy, get some good feeling. And you, where are you at when they're doing that? You haven't got, your energy is gone because you're losing it, giving it away. Why do we allow others to suck us up into their world and diminish us from what we truly see and believe and feel in our heart and know to be, not to be, but it is programmed in. Now, if you see a crowd going toward a way that everyone's going, better you stop. Hold back, think, and consider. And as I say, what's free is not free. And that, I want you to keep that in mind when I play some of these videos, because I want you to hear the devastation of what is and what isn't. Keep that in. You know, don't be like all the rest of them. Oh, well, the governor said we got to go do this and don't really listen to what everybody tell you to do. Just go. Be me. Don't follow the crowds. Be me. I be me. Be you me. See? Because otherwise, who is going to be the me that you want to be? Who's the yourself? Who's your yourself? You going to let someone else be your yourself? Usurp me. Usurp. You know what a usurp means? It means you usurp my authority, you usurp my value, you usurp the kanani that I am, me. And I want to allow you to sit and assert it. Why? Because something is wrong with you. You may not have what it takes to stand up for you. You gotta be able to put the power back in you, in your yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Yourself. Be yourself. I don't want to be myself. No, I be myself. I be me yourself. Because I'm going to my soul. I'm finding me, the soul, the whole. When you learn to get back up to the me, the heart, and the love. Me. Love me. I love me. Love me. Yeah, I do. I love me. And that's because I'm in love with the, I love me. And as I love me, I can love the means. And all the means. But there's the Michael Jacksons and all the other ones that stands in the same family and in that same energy that has went through Hollywood and didn't come out on the other side and went through and stayed out of here because they couldn't come back in, and whatever happened to them out there because of the damage in the program. Hashtag I shout out. Because it was not easy. It is never once easy to walk into those shoes that they walked in. But they walked in them. Why? because they was under the spell of deception, and most were, until that day happened that they was punched a little bit on the knuckle and the other head, the brain, whatever woke them up. And then they began to see the lies and the deception and the manipulation and the whole lot of bull crap that went down in the presence of their face behind their back. Where it all came out to the light. And now I stand to say that the Magic Michael Jackson is still here on the planet. He's not gone. He's still here. However, he's the one. He's a legend. But he's real. And so many that is still standing here on this planet with him. Why? Because they are legend beings. They paid their price. They did their dues, the mission, and now they're here to collect. Why are they here? Now, is he the one that you think he is of that body? No, he's not. I don't know who he is yet, but he's not that one. But he's in there, same as me. As you may know me in another, as the body. That is not who I am. And you don't know that until you know that. So let's do some more music, and then I'll do some videos for you, because I'm going to do, this is the weekend, right? Yes day, one of those yes days. But anyway, so we do more videos after I take a break when I do these videos. Do one a little bit here and a little bit, and then we take a break. Okay, I'm going to do a little
Okay, so yeah, that's the great legend, Rita, Rita Ota. Legends, right? Price they pay to be legends, and the price they pay to continue to be the legend. So it's price for each way and each time that you choose your mission, or you choose not your mission. You choose opposites of your mission, or you choose that is against the mission that is what is called and you forward into. Whatever that is does not matter. It is what you choose and how you choose and what choices you make in life that brings it to the choice of the one that you must choose over all choices. And it's just soul. I choose me. I choose me. I choose me. I choose me. I choose to be me. I choose to be me. And that is what you want. What is your me? Your me is your reality, your choice, your choosing of the reality of becoming that who you know to be and who you want to be. If that is a want in there, it's because it is already is. And that means you already that you want for. What you want's you want wants you. And that's the truth. What you want already wants you, because it is meant for you to have that. And these times is now because you have went through your times and times of life of going through the cycle of not doing any great life pleasures of being that legend, of becoming the legend, of knowing how to accept the life of a legend. And if you did, then there were legend killers that refuse to see you live in the power to become that whole me, that who you truly be and who you truly will, your will to be when you will that will. And that's what you'll be. I didn't mean to rhyme like that, but it came out. Okay, so reality is a strange way of living, but it is the absolute best way when you know that you are bringing it into your reality. You're the one creating it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got others creating it for you, you fucked. And you are, because you're not being your me. You're not being your you self either. You're being your use. Use. And you be and you're doing it without consciously knowing it, and it's happening without you recognizing that it's happening, because you are just living in the me of that now that you can see yourself in, which is your reality that you created, and it could be in 1,000 realities right there in that one that you're living in. However, you're not conscious aware because you're not out of the program. You are still in that matrix way of programming, and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just see the darkness that you're living in, and to you that is your light, because that's how you see light. You don't see it in light of the light of itself. Because when the light comes in, it shines into the darkness, and darkness cannot remain. It must dissipate. But we're afraid of the light because it gives us the true me, you know. It shows up on what you're doing that is not with your soul, it's against your soul. It'll show you that. And then you're like, oh shit. And you're like, then you either choose to take on the light and wipe away that is not, you know, great and great and happy and love and true for you, yourself, and then you wipe it away with the light, or you move the light out the way. You're like, oh shit, oh, get away with me. I love this dark shit in my ass, I just, but that's because unawareness make it like it is the best way of life. It feels so real when it's not. It's just, it's as fake can never be. And it only serves the low natures of yourself, okay? So anyway, that should be a lot for you. Let's see what we got here now.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Think that you might go let yourself be free. Let's go way on the way back when. I didn't even know you couldn't have been too much more intense. I ain't no psychiatrist, I ain't no doctor with degrees, but it don't take too much time to see what you're doing to me. You better think about what you're trying to do to me, yeah. That you might go let yourself be free. Oh, freedom, 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 oh, freedom, yeah, freedom, right now, freedom,
Yeah, that was the one of the good Franklin lady. She a legend, right? So how we get there, how we manage to view life that we have that's been given, that's been made a chance for you, but there is no chances. So we'll say it opened the door for you to walk through, because your number came in, and the great conscious all needed you. Wasn't that a wonderful thing we needed by the higher ones? Goodness. Whew. And then you get the call, and you're like, what? What do you mean? Excuse me. I don't know what y'all talking about. No. And then one day, eventually, somewhere through all those entities, mind consciousness coming through, talking, you get on, you go on. Sometimes you go on. You don't hear them for a while, and then one time you in that quiet mind, they go beep, and you're, oh shit, yeah, that's true. And it reminds you that you have a mission, and they want you on that mission. They ain't leaving you alone. You might as well just walk that walk and talk that talk and let it go and be friends with them, because they do not give up. No, they don't. So let's do some a couple videos on this video before I let it go. and then we're gonna do a second or third or whatever. Now, what I'm about to play here is gonna give you some information that you need as you be informed with what's going on the planet, informed about who is who and what is going down and why and all. So here we are. We in the time of what? Information. You in the time of receiving the truth and the truth of the information that you will actually want to have, and you really need to have it, because it is the freedom. It is your key of turning that latch and walking out of that matrix and looking back at it one time before you walk, but don't look back after you. When you start walking, don't look back. Never, ever look back, because then you're not finished with your, that is not serving your whatever you so molded inside of with mold. You didn't finish digging that mold out. So if you're not finished, you get it out of there. Walk free. When you walk and don't look back. There's nothing there. I cleaned it. I finished. I got it totally, completely fucking shit out of me. Got tired of hot. It's still down in here so deep, and I just need to get on. I'm not gonna get tired of doing it until I get it out. It's in a That's how I had to do one time on the day that my energy switched to change and said, this is the time that I'm ready to take on the life of who true I am and who be the me that I mean, that am me, the me am, and the am me and the me am, the am me. And so my family said, this time to get down with the get down. And mind you, I did. That was the day when I had to find how to live and be lived, and then work with the one and the true ones, and let the mind open and let the light come through, so that I can see what was really being done here. Why are you wanting my life to come and be in the hermit mode for a long time? What do you want with me? Okay, so I'm like, all right, so here we come, here we are. Then you are in that shut away, because that's where you gotta go. You gotta go there. You gotta see the light and bring it in, and then let it come through. And when you in there, you in the room, right? And the light come on. What happens? So let's listen to this guy. And then we're gonna have I'm gonna just play a short version, enough for you to know what I'm talking about, and then I'll post the video and you pick them up.
7 controls.
Okay.
Well, welcome to today's talk. I'm going to tell you what this is about so you can decide if you want to watch. It's Wednesday the 26th of July. Now, if regulators around the world don't take notice of the information I'm about to give via this paper, then they are at best, in my view, negligent. At worst, they don't even want to think about it. After Moderna booster vaccines in a trial done in Switzerland, there were 777 working people followed up with 777 controls. 5.1% of those who had the booster vaccine had increased troponins, indicating cardiomyocyte damage. So 5.1% increased cardiac marker damage.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna watch the video. and continue to watch it and get the information that you need, right? Because you want to know. Curious minds wants to know. I knew I would. What is he talking about? What? What happened? They took the thing. The jab, they call it. They took the jab and they still sick. What is going on? They took the jab and they still having a life unexpected. So let me hear what this person got to say. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna put his video in my video.
Alright folks, it looks like this is real. We're going to be talking about a new and a completely surprising long-term side effect post-mRNA vaccinations only. And third paper came out showing that these unusual and rare IgG4 antibodies are being observed in individuals who receive mRNA vaccines.
Okay, so there, you know, in that in the Bible it says out of two or three witnesses, let everything be established. So I gave you two witnesses, right? And I'm the third per se, because I'm giving it to you. Okay, so and when you have two or three witnesses, that means if you got 2 to 3 saying the same identical information or speaking in that same line of information, and the information, whether they giving it in their way of seeing it, and the other one was in the way of seeing it, but it's lining up. They can't knock each other because truth can't lie to itself. So then you're like, oh, this must be, okay, so I'm posting them, right? Okay. So next we're gonna go to
In the realm of philosophy, one name stands out as a profound thinker who challenged traditional beliefs and explored the depths of human existence: Søren Kierkegaard. Born in 1813 in Copenhagen, Denmark, Kierkegaard was exposed to philosophical thinking from a young age. His father, a deeply philosophical man, engaged in discussions and readings that fostered Kierkegaard's intellectual curiosity. As a young adult, Kierkegaard pursued studies in philosophy and theology at the University of Copenhagen. However, he grew disillusioned with the historical and philosophical works he encountered. He felt that these works were detached from the reality of lived experience, lacking depth and authenticity.
Okay, so now, don't get me wrong. I am aware that this is going to sound very strange to a lot of people, because it's information that is never been even considered for you to consider, to think about, and to listen to, and to pick up. I know this. I mean, for me, it's you know, even when me am, okay, I'm going to leave that out. Me am is still different, conscious that me am, but this body still connected somewhat to the subconscious of this body, and it still holds memory of things, and this memory is always been a mind knowledge seeker. So it's not been difficult for this me here. But some it probably will be. Here's the thing. Do your best and listen to it really, because it will help you see reality. It'll help you open up to what it is and what it isn't in reality, and kind of give you some way of seeing the bigger picture, okay? Because you really want to see out of the box. You really do, okay? Because that is the way of being boxed in and trapped as a mouse or whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. Now I stop it because I gotta I'm putting many there for you. Okay. I'm posting it, and this is dealing with philosophy and reality. But the title that catches my interest, it says that how anxiety leads to greatness. Okay. Now think about that. How anxiety leads to greatness. And I know a lot of people suffer with anxiety in this life because it's been, it's been a whirlwind. And when you are indulged in certain substance, which is very important, not because I leave you, but very important. Why? Because your mind been programmed to make you believe substance is bad. But substance, as above, so below. As above, so below. Just know, just as you have here, you got people use substance, you got presidents, senators, please, don't let me stop. All of them use substance, okay, and then some more, and then some more and more that you wouldn't want to even believe that they use it. You don't want to use it. So substance is flip the mirror. What you think is bad is good. What you think is good is not. Flip it, and you will begin to wake up out of your lower colluder, can and knee. Okay, and see the bigger picture, the light of at the end of the tunnel. But see, you must see that light at the beginning of the tunnel before you see it at the end, right? Just open up, Jack, please. Come on. So here, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one more here, and then on the next video when I come back, I'm gonna start with Rod Hayes, because some of Rod Hayes I want to walk through them so I can open it up for you. Okay.
Satisfaction.
Wait, I apologize. Now, remember I put on, if you got to the video, you may haven't, because I told you that was energies tampering with my videos, or just doing whatever. And it don't matter. I don't care. It's okay with me. I know who I am. I know what time it is. I know where I'm going. I know who is in control of my life, and me, I have on one of the videos about fourth dimension. Okay, I put it in there for you to get it. So this is going to kind of lean in there with that fourth dimension, so you can get a little bit more know-how.
When we look at how things are in the world, it might seem like everything is just happening randomly, without any order to it. However, this perspective clashes with the inherent idealism that resides within us. It often leads to a sense of hopelessness, as we view ourselves as powerless spectators in the theatre of life. But is this really the case? Digging deeper, a different narrative emerges, one that suggests a more profound connection between cause and effect. Instead of attributing the world's problems to mere chance, we can discern a pattern rooted in the violation of natural laws. These laws, like invisible threads woven through the fabric of reality,
Yeah, you hear what she's
Other-
saying? Okay, like invisible laws, like threads woven through the fabric of reality. So if you can wove threads through the fabric of reality, you are creating something, okay? And now let's break that down a little bit for you. And then please, I do know, trust me. For many, it's going to be very hard to hear what is being said. But don't stop. Go back, keep listening till you can hear it. Do that for yourself. Go back and listen again. Don't have to do it. Don't try to push it. Just a little bit at a time. If you can't really hear it, because everything has to open up to the energy that is being, the frequency that is being given through. Okay, and every frequency it's not hearable because you've been in a different type of frequency. Now you're tuning into this frequency, okay? You know how to do, and you come across something like, what is that saying? And you're like, what does it mean? And you're like, what? And so even if you say, what do they mean? Then you go Google it and say, oh, that'll help you 100 times. You know what is going to help you best to receive what is being said? Is always get your paper and pencil. I didn't, because I learned that way, and I learned revision and this together. But some people learn with writing. So go get something and write it down. Write. whatever way it helps you to learn. Okay? But so, okay, so it's the dimension is a school. That's what she's giving you. The dimension is this dimension. I apologize. This dimension is a school, and it is, okay? So what she's giving you the information to help you to know what is really going on here. You're in school, and you're in a dimension that is that's built for you to come and learn. Not the way that is there too. The school that is built inside of the school is a school to fool. And you must decide on, because in order for you to transform your thoughts pattern, your conscious, into a higher conscious, to the God conscious that you truly are, you got to fabricate the reality and to see it as it appears to be, and many forms and many shapes and many visions. If you see it as it just appear, then you're not using the fabricating of it, okay? Because reality is made to walk and shape and turn and twist and bend, and you think you do it, you know. So if you're not doing that, you're not seeing it as you need to see reality, and you will have to be the one to make and shape your reality, how you choose to live your life, how you choose to be in your own mind's conscious way of believing or seeing and living, and all of it comes through the reality. And so in order for you to move from this reality to a higher conscious reality, you got to be able to see these realities in the forms they have, and then go into the higher ones. Now I know I said a lot, I apologize. But so let me leave these videos for you, and you please do yourself the best that you can do for you is to open up to information and begin to take in information, and not allow yourself to just be in the same frame mind, same thought pattern, same life of living in a world of not living, but just existing. And that's what you don't want to be, right? No. You want to live. You don't want to exist. That's not the way life is made for you to be. And as long as you just exist, you're only serving those who have you in that existing way of life and believing and seeing and being. And that's how you are feeding off to the ones who want to keep you in the lone, drug out mindset of never being, never having, never seeing, never living, never being, never going, never just always just existing. Do you want that? I mean, you can. It's okay. Okay, so I'm posting. I love you guys so much. And I just seen another one that would go with the one that I just played, and I may post the both of them there so that you can have them both, and then you can break free from just not. Do yourself a favor and put your TV out of existence if you really want to find a wholeness and true world that exists in many dimensions and not only in the one that you are in, but in different other dimensions and millions of realities to exhort to. Okay? Okay, so that's my floor, not me. Okay, speaking.
Okay, so next time, in the next video, don't forget to like and share and comment on and please subscribe.